standing by with Dan Mowdy is Athletic Director Bruce McCutcheon. I think they want to talk about the 150th Lafayette Lehigh game. Here's Dan.
No other school can say that, Gary. Absolutely. What a great rivalry. The most played college football game in the history of the sport. Here are some of the numbers, by the way. 349 days to go. That'll shortly turn into 348. In 1884, first game was played. Lafayette helping Lehigh out with its first season of football by showing them the ropes. 50-0, Lafayette won that one, and they just happened to score 50 points recently as well. And in the series, it's Lafayette with the edge, 77 wins and 149 tries. As Gary mentioned, my guest is Dr. Bruce McCutcheon, the athletic director here at Lafayette College. And Bruce, I'll tell you what, ticket sales have been off the chart for next year's 150th.
They have. People really embrace this as an outstanding event. We're very excited about the whole prospect of just a great weekend in New York this time next year.
Can't wait. The speed of ticket sales, what does that say about this rivalry and the alumni base for both schools?
Well, people are obviously very excited about the rivalry to begin with, but then having it on such an iconic stage, and there's so many alumni in that greater New York area for both schools, and it's just a real fun thing for those people to do.
I mean, from what I heard, on the order of something like 30,000 tickets sold before the offer was made to the public. That says an awful lot about some of the diehard true fans of Lafayette Lehigh football.
It does. We started out, both schools started out with sales to season ticket holders, to their donors, alumni, and staff. Part of that group was also tickets for the two student bodies. So we're holding those tickets back. That's part of that group as well. Those student tickets will go on sale second semester around April 2nd, I think, is the date that we've picked for that. But yes, what's really neat about this whole thing is that such tremendous alumni for both schools, so proud of their institutions, and then to be on this kind of a stage, everybody wants to say, hey, I want to be part of this, really an iconic event.
Oh, no doubt about it. Now, everybody's been kind of talking around in the blogosphere about other seats that might be available at some time. What do you advise folks who haven't gotten in on the action just yet?
Well, yeah, we're working with the Yankees now on opening up additional seats if we can do that. What we have on the Lafayette website, if you go to the rivalry150.com, just click on the Lafayette tickets. It'll take you a page where if you have basically it's an interest survey. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you'd like to, there's no guarantee that we'll have those, but at least you'll get your name and your email address online there so that we can contact you if and when those tickets come available. And we'll know that after the first of the year.
You know, the game will be a very fine 3 hours, but it's a weekend that seems to be in the works in the planning stages. Let's start off with the tailgating factor. It sounds like there'll be some good opportunities there.
Well, there are. We made special arrangements with the Yankees to open Yankee Stadium up 2.5 hours before kickoff. There's tons of different venues inside the stadium where entertainment and indoor tailgating, if you will, be able to take place. Nice. There's tailgating opportunities outside the stadium and the different parking venues. That's happened before. So there's lots of opportunities, those things for you. But you're right, this is a weekend event. We're going to start with Thursday night. There's going to be all kinds of different activities hosted by both joint with the two institutions and by each individual institution. But we're looking at different certain arts and cultural events, and they're starting off the whole thing with a joint reception with the two schools in the city. So again, from Thursday through the end of Saturday night, it's just going to be a full weekend of activities for both schools.
Sounds terrific, Bruce. Now, I know you had the opportunity to kind of survey the landscape at Yankee Stadium during college football season, a season ago, to see how a big game is handled there. And I understand that some of the Yankee hospitality areas will also be available to some of the fans.
Yes, we've got a number of different hospitality venues are available. Though we're working now with groups to do that. Some of those things have already been booked. Actually, a lot of those things have already been booked. People have gobbled those things up. But yes, I had the opportunity with a couple of our staff members to go over to the Pinstripe Bowl last December. I saw a great game with Syracuse and West Virginia. but got an opportunity to see the ins and outs of hosting football at Yankee Stadium, and it was terrific. The weather wasn't very good, but the game was terrific, and the venue was just outstanding.
You know, as a part of LSN, we want to be televising this game, but I understand there's some bigger entities that will be involved.
Yeah, we've been involved with a number of the major platforms for broadcasting the game. We're trying to finalize an agreement right now with one of them. Hopefully here fairly soon we'll be able to announce what we're doing on that front.
You mentioned before the best way to learn about what's going on with ticket sales and for the game itself. There's a lot of great information out there online.
Yes, Rivalry150.com is probably the quickest way to get. That's a joint landing page with both schools. You can go to, from there you can go to one school or the other depending on where your favoritism is. Get ticket information and the rest of the stuff for the weekend.
What a fantastic opportunity. The 150th version, Lafayette versus Lehigh, November 22nd, 2014. Bruce McCutcheon, thanks for joining us here at halftime.